Hi guys, it's Irene's Braids and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be about how to braid and braiding hair like a pro. So guys, I had to shoot this clip within two of my clients. I accidentally deleted a few clips on my original client that I shot this video on. So I had to use my second client to redo those clips over. So here we go. So I'm going to start off by using my second client who I had to redo the edits on, and I'm going to show you the steps that I was missing from my original video. So I'm showing you how the pre-stretched hair looks. I'm using a total of 5 packs of Expressions braiding hair. All of the hair that I'm using is already pre-stretched, which means that the tips are already feathered, and that means that I do not have to worry about pre-stretching the hair out myself. I'm going to separate the hair into 2 pieces. Okay, I've already pulled from the bundle and now I'm separating them into 2 pieces. I'm going to cross them over like crisscross applesauce, and I'm going to connect the braid that I put under. I'm going to connect that into one. You see that? And then I'm going to take the top part. Well, to give you guys a better understanding, think of this like hangman, where you have the upper body, you have the left leg, you have the right leg, right? So that's how you want to think of this when you try to braid in your client's hair. So I'm going to use the right leg to braid in my client's hair with. You guys, please take your time. Do not get frustrated. For those who do not know how to braid, I think that this would be a great informative video for you. So definitely take your time. And I did add a more slowed down clip of me doing this, so that way you have a better understanding. And I will show this method to you guys more than once, so that way you can understand what I'm doing here. So I like to braid in 3s. And by braiding in 3s, it means that the hair needs to look like so, just like how I'm showing you here. Connected like so. Okay, this is how you braid in 3s. You have 3 legs. So like I said, we're going to use the right leg. I'm using the right leg to connect it to my client's hair. You see that? You have the left, now I'm using the right. Okay, and when I use my right leg to connect it to her hair, I'm using the left leg to feel my index finger through her hair, and I'm using the remaining of my legs to connect them all into a braid. It seems kind of complicated here, but if you watch the next clip where I slow it down, then you'll be able to really see what I've done here. Let's continue watching. Okay guys, so right here at this point, I just want to show you another helpful tip. I want you to take the braiding hair and roll it and tuck it under to cover your client's natural hair, so that way the hair is tucked away underneath the braid and not shown. Okay, let's continue watching. So again, I'm braiding my client's hair and I'm braiding through her hair, so that way I know that the braid will not slip, and I know that she will be able to keep her braids in for the time being that she would like to keep them in for. So I like these, few steps here because I know that they work. So I'm hoping that you were able to grasp what it is that I show in the beginning of this clip. However, please note that more clips will be coming and they will be more slowed down, so that way you guys can kind of pick up what I'm doing here. All right, let's continue watching. Okay guys, so don't get confused here. Now we are working on my client, my first client who I originally shot the clips on, and I lost some footage, so I had to redo them over with my second client. So this is my first client, and she is getting triangle parts as well. And so I did shoot majority of my clips on her. So let's continue watching so that way you can see what I've done. So again, I slowed this section down just to kind of give you guys a feel for what it is that I'm doing here in this clip. And then I'm going to go ahead and speed it back up to its original point. All right, let's continue watching. Okay guys, so pretty much we have completed our first 2 rows, and all I was doing was I parted my part straight across for both rows, and I parted out my triangle parts. For the 3rd row, I'm going to make a U-shaped part so that way the braids can lay flat and seamlessly, but also have a sense of fullness to them. So I like to curve the braids into the U-shape part to be able to know that I'm going to have a full set of triangle part box braids. And here I'm just parting out my triangles, and I'm using the tip of my rat tail comb to help make those parts nice, crispy, and clean. And then I'm adding in my braiding hair to start off with. So this is pretty much how I start off my 3rd row. Let's continue watching. So here I am having my client hold her braid so that way it can create less tension, and I'm going to go ahead and start braiding her braid to the tip, but I wanted to zoom in so that way you guys can get a more up close and personal look at how I braid my braids down to the tips. Okay, let's continue watching. Okay guys, so we are now working our way towards our third row. At the top, I've already went ahead and completed my second row. So now I'm going to go ahead and complete out my third. And again, as I told you once before in the other half of this segment, that I have parted my parts into U-shaped parts. So pretty much after doing the first bottom two, the next 3 rows will be parted out into U-shaped parts. And definitely go by, your client's head shape and the head size, because sometimes you may have more parts or you may have to part out more. Everyone's head size is not the same, and it will cause you to have to do a slight difference in what I have done here. So definitely keep that in mind if you don't get the same amount of rows that I have. So yes, this is pretty much what it looks like around of each side. I went ahead and parted out my third row, so I'm going to go ahead and start that now. And let's continue watching. So this is pretty much what your 3 rows should consist of. I want to show you guys a quick trick right here. I like to bend my hair up and down and back and forward to kind of get a good visual of how my spacing looks. So definitely keep that trick in mind. Also, here is a really cool clip that I like to use. It helps with keeping the hair in place. It doesn't pull nor snag. You can purchase this clip through my Amazon link located in the description down below. And for this section here, I'm just showing you how much hair we have left to complete out our triangle parts. Up here at the top, we only have 4 rows left. And what I'm going to do in my next segment of this video is I'm going to go ahead and start parting out my 4 rows, so that way I can go ahead and separate them, and I know what I'm working with pretty much to complete out this look. All right, let's continue watching. So here at the top, I have about 4 rows left to finish my client's hair. And I know we as braiders always say it's going to be either 4 or 5 rows left. We never really know, right? But definitely it's 4 rows because I'm already pre-parting out my parts to definitely make sure that we will have enough rows to make a middle part and then be able to make a side part, choosing either side we would like to choose. So she can have her side part on the left side or on the right side, and then she'll be able to have a middle part. And then here I am just parting out my triangle parts, and here you'll be able to see a much clearer view of how I part out my parts. And then to finish out your rows at the top, each row is just parted straight back for all 4 rows, and then that completes your pretty much your look for the entire head. Because once the 4 rows are completed and you've parted out your triangles and put in the braids, you're pretty much done. So I'm going to speed this video up a little bit and try to get closer to the finishing ending of this video, so that way you guys can see how we finished it, how it looks, and all that good stuff. All right, let's continue watching. Also, don't forget that you too can purchase your electric kettle pot using the description down below in the description box to find out what products I'm using, what tools I'm using on my clients, and be up to date with all of the things that I'm currently using today. I will put the description link down in the description box just for you to be able to purchase yours today as well. Let's continue watching. So here I have finished up on my first client that I originally shot the clips on. I'm going to go ahead and add some photos of her hair at the end of this clip. I did not get a chance to keep her edits of her videos. They were deleted by accident. So I'm going to just go ahead and add the photos instead. And then I will follow that with a video of my second client with her triangle parts in a video. And then I will add a photo after that as well. All right, let's continue watching. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope that this video was informative for you, and I do appreciate your patience between me chopping up this video between two different clients to make these edits for you guys, so that way you guys have a better understanding of how to add in that braiding hair. And do not forget that you can follow me on Instagram at IRENE'S Braids for more videos and photos. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.